At literally every point in Catholic history, there's been a group pushing culture wars. There's this desire as Catholics not only to be right, to have the truth, but also to be powerful within society. Well, St. Anthony of Padua was reminding us that the way to enter the narrow gates is not to win an argument, but it's to go out to the streets and to be with the poor. I'm outside the 12th century cathedral here in Lisbon, Portugal. As you can see, back then it was a fortress. We were protecting ourselves because the city had recently been recaptured from the Moorish Islamic inhabitants. In those days, in Eucharistic theology, we would emphasize that the church present in the people and also the real presence of the Eucharist were the same thing. You couldn't talk about them separate from one another. Just like this Sunday's gospel, the Catholics of the time were struggling with the idea of what it meant to walk through the narrow gates, much like the gates present at the door of this church. Only footsteps away from the cathedral is the birthplace of St. Anthony of Padua, one of the most famous Catholic saints of all time. In many ways, his life exemplifies the kind of debates that we're seeing in English-speaking Catholicism, especially in the United States right now, where there are a lot of culture wars. For St. Anthony, the idea of being a perfect Catholic had nothing to do with winning arguments. It was all about this purification of the self and living out a Christian life. More specifically, St. Anthony was a major critic of the church at the time, particularly the priests and bishops who were known for being interested in seeing the Catholic Church as the enforcer of society's laws. For him, entering the narrow gates of heaven meant choosing humility over wealth and poverty over power.